Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the history of something we all use every single day, but probably never think about. Toilet paper. It seems so simple, so essential. But where did it come from? You might be surprised to learn that this modern convenience has ancient roots, and its story is way more interesting than you'd expect. So, let's rewind the clock. Way back, before paper was even a thing, people around the world had to get creative. Ancient Romans, for instance, used a tersorium, which was basically a sponge on a stick. Yep, a communal sponge on a stick that they'd rinse in a bucket of salt water or vinegar. Other cultures used whatever was available: leaves, grass, ferns, corn cobs, seashells, or even just their hands and some water. It really makes you appreciate the soft two-ply roll sitting in your bathroom right now, doesn't it? The first big breakthrough came from, you guessed it, China. The Chinese invented paper around the 2nd century BC, and it didn't take them long to figure out it had more uses than just writing. The earliest recorded use of paper for personal hygiene dates all the way back to 589 AD. A scholar official named Yunji Tui wrote that he would not dare to use for toilet purposes the paper on which there are quotations or commentaries from the 5 classics or the names of sages. This tells us 2 things. 1, people were already using paper in the bathroom. And 2, they had a deep respect for the written word. By the Tang Dynasty, which began in 618 AD, the use of toilet paper was becoming more widespread. An Arab traveler who visited China in the 9th century noted, with some astonishment, that the Chinese do not wash themselves with water when they have done their necessities, but they only wipe themselves with paper. This was a huge cultural contrast to the rest of the world at the time. Fast forward to the 14th century, during the Ming Dynasty, and we see the first mass-produced toilet paper. Records from 3093 showed that the Bureau of Imperial Supplies was producing 720,000 sheets of toilet paper annually for the imperial court in Nanjing. These sheets were pretty big, about 2 feet by 3 feet, and for the emperor's family, they got a special, extra soft, and even perfumed version. Talk about royal treatment. Meanwhile, the rest of the world was still lagging far behind. In the West, people continued using old rags, pages from books and newspapers, or the popular Sears Roebuck catalog, which conveniently hung from a nail in many outhouses. The paper was absorbent. It was free after you were done with it, and it was right there. They only had a problem when Sears started printing on glossy paper. It was NT until 1857 that commercially packaged toilet paper was introduced in the United States by a man named Joseph Gayety. His medicated paper was sold in flat sheets and infused with aloe as a hemorrhoid treatment. He was so proud of his invention that he had his name printed on every single sheet. But it wasn't an immediate hit. People were hesitant to talk about, let alone buy, such a private product. It was considered a bit of an embarrassing luxury. The real game changer was the invention of rolled and perforated toilet paper. 2 brothers, Clarence and E. Irvin Scott, popularized this concept in the 1890s. Even then, they were too shy to put their name on the product, so they sold it to private dealers who put their own brand on it. It took years for the Scott Paper Company to finally take credit. The idea of splinter-free toilet paper didn't even become a selling point until 1935. Can you imagine? Splinter-free. That was a luxury feature, from a sponge on a stick and corn cobs, to perfumed imperial sheets and splinter-free rolls. The history of toilet paper is a fascinating journey. It tracks human ingenuity, cultural differences, and even our changing attitudes toward hygiene and privacy. The next time you reach for a roll, maybe you'll have a newfound appreciation for this humble, yet revolutionary, invention. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this interesting, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into everyday history, and let me know in the comments what you want to learn about next. See you in the next video.